The time to strike the Borg is upon us. To accomplish this, we must reinforce and resupply our outlying fleets. The starbase at Alpha Theta 6 is to be our staging ground, but it is under siege and desperately undersupplied. Furthermore, reports of a Borg presence in the system make it impossible to send unescorted cargo ships with supplies. Our success hinges on our ability to send and protect supply convoys.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Thomas, this is To Nose the Human, and welcome back to Star Trek Armada 2. You join me for Mission 2, Lifelines, and it's pretty much an introduction to trading. Actually, we already have a trading station, which is lovely. Now, quite helpful in this, because it does mean that we are very unlikely to ever run out of resources. It isn't one of those RTSs where you're really struggling for resources, but what we do need to do very early on is get ourselves a shipyard, because this mission, you can see over here, here's our allied base, and they're going to come under attack very soon. They are going to struggle. Engines are, obviously the engines are off. It's a starbase, Thomas. But yes, their life support is, they are losing crews, so they're not in the best place. And yeah, you can see straight away we are under attack, so we're going to need to get ourselves a starbase, and these lads are going to have to a starbase. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. A shipyard, and yeah, let's have tons and tons of starbases. But we do need to get ourselves set up nice and quick here. Luckily, we start with some resources, so let's get a research facility out over here, and this mining freighter can start mining this moon here. That's lovely. You can see actually there that the freighter is going all the way down to the moon, and it isn't smaller, it's just the fact that it's at this particular plane with the 3D effect. So I guess since that station's there, we might as well leave it in between, but I might well build a second one down there in a little while. I can actually choose how to build it, and I better use this other ship over here to come over to this planet, because you can see there, yeah, the red line is all the way down there. So I can build it at that height. It will automatically do it actually with this, but I can't set anything to be built at that particular height. Sending these venture classes out was probably a stupid idea, because there are way too many Borg ships and sensor arrays around. So actually, let's get ourselves set first. Right, shipyard. We want to be getting ourselves lots of Saber classes to start with. They're short and small on dilithium, small on crew. We'll just get a few out because I need a few crew to help me with the for the colony ship, because I do need a colony ship for this planet over here. Desert world, but it'll do.
Starship complete.
Research facility takes so long. It's just ridiculous. This is a very small map actually, because this planet over here is the top up here. That is that planet. So it's a very small area. These Saber classes are surprisingly slow to build for, what is a very low tier ship. Yeah, they're taking an awfully long time. So as we finish this research facility, we should be able to get ourselves a colony ship. There we go. Let's get ourselves a colony ship. And after that, we will just pump out a few more Sabers. That will be just fine. There are actually quite a few planets around here. There's a nice world over here. There's another planet over there. So we're not short on resources, but these guys are. We're going to have to send some cargo ships through. Once I have a couple more ships, I think what I will do is go and clear off some of these sensor arrays and turrets.
Bring up local star charts.
Bring up the star charts. You just come up, please. No,
just
up.
tell me where to go.
Yes, come up. Lovely. Right. Basically, what I'm going to do though is trying to just build up all of my resources. In fact, I'm going to build a second mining station.
Starship complete.
That one's in a kind of stupid position. So, you know what? I'm going to build one down here because that's going to be better. So let's build it all the way down there. There we are. Now, that one can go to there and that one can go to there. That'll be fine.
Complete.
You go to that moon. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Let's get a couple more of these mining freighters. You will see actually the starbase doesn't start with full crew. And we are quite short on crew currently.
Prepare the colonists.
Insufficient
Perfect.
crew.
Yeah, so we're short on crew. Starbases aren't actually at full crew at the start, unlike Armada 1.
Colonization has begun.
We do
Insufficient
need to
crew.
recrew them, otherwise they're not at full operating capacity.
Starship construction.
This
commencing.
base will be fine. It has all these torpedo turrets, and honestly, torpedo turrets are demonstratively powerful. They have a few phaser turrets, but mostly torpedo turrets. The important thing is we've got to clear the way because the Borg are all in this middle section here. We can, though,
Starship
just
complete.
use the wormhole here.
Insufficient crew.
It is in, you know, a dangerous nebula, but realistically, it's not a problem. When I have a few more ships, I will get to that. So, let's finish building ourselves a few more Saber classes, and then we'll get on to some Defiance and some Akiras. I realised we built the research facility, we didn't actually start getting any antimatter mines, so
Colonization
I'm going to
successful.
start on that.
Starship
So
construction
Defiance only have 80
commencing.
crew, since I'm a bit short on crew at the moment. I am colonised second planet, but I will get out of Defiance because they're very small on the old crew
Ready for
there.
action.
Mostly this is getting colonised.
Starship
Hopefully,
complete.
I don't think the Borg will have an awful lot of ships at this level to, yeah, to be able to attack the planet itself. These lads probably need to start to be dealing with this assimilator here. That will just be lovely. And yeah, we should have that planet colonised pretty
Colonization
much
was
now.
Successful.
Perfect, perfect, perfect.
Starship
And we can
complete.
send this
Enemy
ship
engaged.
over here, but we probably need to do a bit of clearing out first. So we'll send that lad out in a moment. We're just going to get a few more ships built. So we have ourselves another mine station there.
Starship complete.
That is just lovely. Can you use that one and this one, please? That'd be much more sensible, wouldn't it? So yes, you three
Starship complete.
using that
Aye, sir.
station and
Aye,
that
sir.
thingy-my-bob.
You get it.
Hopefully they're sensible enough to do that. Construction ship can build me another shipyard. That would be
Starship
just
complete.
lovely. Because I could do with some double pumping of ships.
Station construction commencing.
Perfect. I can see a bit further now. You can see there's tons and tons of Borg. Ooh.
Starship
What happened to
complete.
my ships? I stopped paying attention and they've disappeared. They're obviously dead at this point. Oh well, just guard the planet.
Stations.
It's fine. You just stay there. Just stay.
Starship complete.
It's fine. Yeah, this is the problem sometimes with this. Yeah, the movement
Station
autonomy.
complete.
We don't leave them on low movement autonomy because honestly, I don't want them all to die. You lads, get yourselves back over here. We've got quite a bit of yeah, quite a lot of resources now, and at least the population is starting to come up. What I could do with is another
All work crews report to
star
station.
base. So they're quite small in crew, but they'll help me generate a bit more. So what I'm going to do is build one down here, near to the Latium. That way that we can yeah, defend this moon here, and just have ourselves a second base down this way. Let's have these Saber classes. You go back and repair, sir. And you come over here. The Saber classes honestly aren't particularly good, but they're just kind of lighter Kiras at this point.
Prep all systems.
We probably just want to make sure that we are starting to build up our science station too, just so we've got ourselves ready. Let's get ourselves more on the normal plane here, and we'll build that over there. Yeah, you can see the research facilities actually have their own pods. So if we get ourselves swinging around here, this is currently the mining station, but you can see there's a little pod there on it. And actually, weirdly, when you attack these places, they almost always go for the pods, even though if you destroy the whole station, it will, well, the pods will blow up. God knows why. We have ourselves a decent little sized fleet now, so we're going to go and start clearing off all of these detection arrays and things that are lying around, because we could do with clearing those lads off.
Enemy
Can you
engaged.
please send your ships over here? Because that would be really nice. And whilst you're at it, can you be pumping out Defiance?
Starship
Because
construction
we could do with some Defiance around here. They have the antimatter mines. They will prove themselves to be very useful. So I'm going to get those. Saber classes have proven themselves to be quite useless so far. I think there's a torpedo turret down here.
Starship complete.
Yeah, that'll be what that is. And that's why I think some of them just got drawn into it and
Starship
got themselves
complete.
killed. Luckily, though, they don't have anything to bombard the planet. So our population over here is fine.
Starship complete. Insufficient dilithium.
Not enough dilithium. I don't know what we were trying to build. Probably
Starship complete.
a ship, yeah.
Insufficient dilithium.
We are getting short on dilithium now, which we did. Well,
Insufficient dilithium.
yes, I hear you. Yeah, so we did have quite a lot of that a minute ago, but not anymore.
Insufficient
We will get
dilithium.
ourselves some trading going on.
Insufficient
Right, so
dilithium.
energy cannon over here. We're just going to start clearing out some of these because they are starting to annoy me. Just perfect. Kill that sphere for us, please.
Insufficient
And that is just this
dilithium.
detection array, so that's fine. We'll clear that out
Full
too.
bursts.
Insufficient dilithium.
Perfect. Oh, there's a torpedo turret around
Station
here.
complete.
Alter
Come on,
course.
get to it. You see, these things are really annoying. They're quite a good range on them too. So if we just start to clear these out, then we should be in a decent position. I don't really want the Borg seeing what I'm doing. It's just going to cause me trouble.
Battle
So the
stations.
Defiants are doing a decent little job there. You can see they've got a really nice little weapon on them. Ah, we are
Insufficient
done with that.
dilithium.
So mining station. I need metal to get the
Starship
dilithium
construction
station, which
commencing.
is frankly sensible. Okay.
Starship construction.
Just checking where this
commencing.
moon was.
Insufficient dilithium.
That's fine. We'll just plonk it right here then.
logical request.
Enemy
Perfect.
engaged. Insufficient dilithium.
Right, where are my
Insufficient
ships? They're
dilithium.
all getting themselves
Insufficient
killed.
dilithium.
Perfect. Just
Starship
perfect.
construction commencing.
Okay, that's fine. We'll keep on plugging away at this
Station
lot.
construction commencing. Starship complete.
I was getting fed up of the insufficient dilithium message, so I've turned down the volume of the voices. It was only turned up because
Insufficient dilithium.
it was only changed simply because in the intro the voice is quite low, and yeah, I had to change it around for that. So I'll have to remember to do that before the end of the episode and change it back up, because Picard's often a bit quiet when it comes down to it. Now, let's get ourselves some mining ships, because now we can get ourselves a load of latium and some more dilithium from this moon over here.
Insufficient
At
dilithium.
this point, we have cleared out quite a few of the turrets and the things that are in our way. So we'll just continue to clear our side of the map here. We should very soon be in a good position. Let's get ourselves just a phaser turret over here, just to give us an extra bit of defense.
Insufficient dilithium.
One thing I need to do actually is to put the Defiance onto high special weapon autonomy, because that is a good idea. They you can actually set that in the base, so they all are built that way, and I will indeed do that because
Insufficient dilithium.
that's going to make
Insufficient
good sense
dilithium.
for me.
Insufficient
They are very powerful, those mines, and actually they can take out some surprisingly powerful things using those mines. It kind of gives them
dilithium.
twice the shooting power to some extent.
Insufficient
So I'm just going to go and rack up a load of Akiras here.
Prepare the
Perfect.
colonists.
And this colonist can now fairly safely come
Insufficient
over this
dilithium.
way. Ooh, a Borg diamond over here. They are stepping it up a little bit. I think they're the special ships, aren't they? Yeah, I think that's what they are on this. We can see there, we'll just use our antimatter mines and now they are cleared off. Yeah, they're stepping up their game a bit. So let's just pull our ships back here towards the planet. Yes, this ice planet here is going to be cleared up. We probably don't need the planetary shields. Not really necessary today, just because I don't think they really have any ships that can bombard. I suspect actually the Diamond can. I can't actually remember off the top of my head. But there we go. We still have one or two of these sabres left, but they are pretty darn not very great, aren't they? Now, we can see over here with our antimatter mines, when we go and deal with this here little sensor array. Nope.
Insufficient
Where is my sensor
dilithium.
array? It's already dead. Oh, they haven't arrived yet. That's what it is. Yeah, because you can see when we use our antimatter mines,
Engage.
that will go down very quickly. And those detection arrays, sensor arrays, are not that weak. They take, well, they definitely take a few more hits than they definitely take a few hits more than your normal turrets. So yeah, those antimatter mines are really a powerful boon in your arsenal. They're pretty good unit, all things considered.
Starship construction commencing.
Yeah, you can see that started with 150 that starbase. So yeah, we're now getting ourselves re-crewed on both of them because we have a huge amount of crew now. and we're kind of low on other resources. But in fairness, I am quite happy to send myself a construction ship over in that direction. Yes, you see, now we've got ourselves another mining freighter. Yeah, perfect. So you go and mine that moon, and you go and mine that moon too. Lastly, we can get ourselves a couple more, just so that we can get ourselves some more latium, because that is what we like in life, a bit of latium. Right, you can be fleet number 2.
Understood.
Understood indeed. Marvellous. Forget how close all these things are right now. Kind of mad how near they all are. Beautiful. Right, this construction ship will come over here, and we're just going to finish up setting up at this point, because we need to just make sure we are defending our planet and really building up our resources, because honestly that is largely what this mission's about. But actually, to be honest with you, they did make it fairly challenging in terms of just the the sheer amount of Borg sensor arrays and turrets and things around. You do have to build up your ships pretty quickly at the start of this mission. Can very quickly go wrong otherwise. Don't really know why I built that. It was kind of completely pointless. Right, let us get ourselves a little fleet together. Can we get all of our Defiance? Do we have anything coming out of here? No, we don't. Let's have a Defiant fleet and let's have an Akira fleet, because they're the two we want.
Station construction commencing.
You go there and you build Akiras. Quite a bit more crew, you see there, 200 crew compared to, was it 80? Yeah, 80 crew. And these are metal as well. Will be fine for both of them, but it's worth noting really that, yeah, it does use up quite a bit more of the Akira, and actually Defiants are pretty good, so I do like the Akiras. They're a pretty nice ship. They have a nice little fishy dance thing that they like to do, which is always fun. But there you're just in a nice medium class, if you saw last time. No special weapons of any note, just a good solid ship really. Then we have our Defiance over here. Right, they're going to start pumping out. We're going to get our fleets, and we're then going to go through this wormhole and meet our friends at the other side. Stops us from having to plough through all of that, although I will destroy that pretty soon.
Starship complete.
Right, we are going to send our Defiance into the wormhole here. It is in the middle of this nebula here, which is dangerous, but they'll lose a little bit of health, but we will send them through. I think the game doesn't expect you to bother doing that, but that will take us through to over here, which is just nice. And we can move ourselves along. Yeah, these guys are pretty badly damaged actually, but it's fine, it's fine. So we're going to come along here. Let's go and deal with this detection array. They now know that we're here. But we should be in a good position
Starship complete.
Standing by.
to sort ourselves out. Right, let's keep trickling along here, round the outside. Aha, and that's a Cerulean Nebula.
Standing by.
How nice.
Changing heading.
So as ever, this does disable your shields and your weapons. And yes, here's another wormhole, and that will be able to take us through to our base. I think it takes us up to the top right here. Yes, it does indeed. And this time we're in Mutara Nebula. That's an unusual one. Can't entirely remember what that does. Is that the Healy one? I'm not entirely sure. Either way, it brings us over to our friends over here. We will say hello. Eventually, if we want to turn up, we're going to say hello. They're getting there. I think we're quite damaged at the moment. They're not very happy about life. Still haven't acknowledged us. Hi, we're here. Hello.
It's good to see reinforcements.
There we are.
To Alpha Theta 6.
There we are. His voice was a bit quiet because I turned it back down after the early annoyance. So make contact with the outpost train station. Just lovely, just lovely. Build some cargo ships, and we need to, yes, refill it up. So this hasn't been destroyed yet. I don't know if that triggers some sort of attacks. We're going to leave these guys to guard the trading station. You know what? We probably, these guys are quite short on crew, aren't they? Yes. Can you guys repair yourselves at this? No. Don't do that. Don't do that. I was hoping that they would be able to repair themselves right here, but apparently not. Probably because it's damaged. So, there we are. We've got ourselves set up in that position over there. Let's get one of our other fleets to go and do a bit more clearing off. So, you head yourselves over there, and the Akira fleets. Lovely Akira fleet here. You can be fleet 5 apparently, because I just clicked on 5. Perfect. And now we will get ourselves to the train station. Actually, we need to get ourselves some cargo ships, don't we? Let's get ourselves a load of cargo ships. Perfect. And our 2 fleets here have made it. So, Defiance, our fleet 2.
Battle stations.
Come on through, Defiance.
Reroute power to weapons.
And you can go on to medium autonomy because we will want you to do something. We have built some cargo ships now. The game is happy about that. The Akira should probably do something about the fact they're being shot by an energy cannon right now. That would definitely help, wouldn't it? Lovely. Yes. Right, we're just going to clear these ones out. And yeah, I mean, this does just introduce you to a lot of the basic trading things that happen in the game. Try not to fall down the black hole thing over there. I think that's what it's supposed to be. And we'll just start to clear out some of these bits in the middle here. I think what generally happens is that they spawn in, because there isn't a Borg base per se on this. There's just these turrets set arrays in the middle. But we have them cleared out now, so we're going to start to clear off as many as possible. And then our cargo ships can start to deliver some bits and pieces. So, Fleet 5, can you go up and deal with some of these other things over on that side? And Fleet number 2, just go down into that Cerulean Nebula and kind of see what there is to explore. Have a bit of fun. Explore the world, lads. It turns out there is a Borg base down here. That will be what happened to the fleet that I just ignored. So yes, there is actually a base down behind this Cerulean Nebula over here. So there we are. The Defiants are all dead. Dear, yeah, shows how long it's been since I played this. I completely forgotten that there actually was a base. I suppose that makes sense in the grand scheme of things, doesn't it? That does make an awful lot of sense. Oh well, we have these Defiants here. They will defend that base, so they will keep us safe. That is just lovely. I suppose here with the wormhole here, you could probably get yourself some steam runners and just to shoot at them from a distance. That'd be kind of funny. Right, let's just clear out the last little bits and pieces they have over here. And at this point, I think we have cleared them out apart from what's behind that nebula. So the Akiras, you like to head back. The cargo ships are going to be on their way soon, and you can come and help us. We are going to mass mine this Latium now. I think I got the height of these a bit wrong because these ships seem to be going well out of their... Yeah, most of the Latium's down there. That's going to get this Latium. It's a bit nearer. Thank you. Okay. And yeah, you can see we've got so much dilithium now. It's ridiculous. I've just massively overdone it. But there we are. We were short for a small time when I was building those fleets. But in general, we are absolutely fine. We are fairly clear up and sorted now. Ooh, there's actually a bit of an attack force here. We probably need a tiny bit more of a few more of our ships over here to defend.
Station is under attack.
I keep underestimating the AI on this particular mission. That they're not a joke actually. It's only mission 2. I kind of just imagined that it wouldn't be any trouble, but apparently they like to make it awkward for me. So there we are. Right, we'll send another fleet of Akiras down there, and they can join the cargo ships, which are getting themselves ready. So dilithium, metal.
Standing ready. Ready to trade.
Perfect. And we'll get these lads all set up. So, can you please guard these lads as they head over to this here trading station? Lovely. We read you. Thank you, Akiras.
Alter course.
And these Akiras should now be guarding. Yes, the USS Gibraltar, of course. Guard those lads there and escort that final set of cargo ships. Just be lovely there. And I think we'll ignore their base on this occasion. I did try restocking this place, but yeah, they all just died. We transported a crew onto it, and they all died. Apparently their life support isn't really working, which I suspect is just hard-coded into it at the start here. So we have our fleets already, and we're sending our last few ships through. In some ways, it's an odd mission, because normally your thing is like, you know, now destroy their base, da-da-da-da. You know, but it's like, no, don't worry about actually destroying it. Now we've got command of the system, we've freed the path. Let's just let them get on with it. We haven't even like re-crewed this thing or repaired it or anything like that. You know, we've just left... All we've done is give them some resources, but what they don't have is like, you know, a repair ship or any crew left. You know, the train station is the only thing with anyone left alive pretty much. These things are both dead, as is that. But there we go. It is strangely tricky at times though. I did definitely underestimate the AI's propensity to really attack you with a few ships on this. Yeah, I guess in the first mission they just sent a few ships, but this time they do send a few more. And you know, if you don't actually pump out a good little fleet of ships, they will catch you out. So, especially as I guess it's the temptation on this particular mission is to just get tons and tons and tons of dilithium and metal. You've got so many resources around you, but naturally, if you decide to just try and expand around and you know get all of those resources nice and quick, what ends up happening is, well, you die. So you do need to float yourself a fleet. The Akiras, as ever, are very useful, and we have seen the Defiants do a good job, albeit they didn't do a very good job of not dying. I don't know if this is just hard-coded because my ships have arrived here again, but it hasn't been a huge attack since the last cargo ships. But I suppose this is maybe the last little bit because they can see that we are getting...
6 has been fully resupplied with dilithium.
Perfect. Yeah, I think they can. I think maybe the game reacts to the fact that we've refilled it with dilithium now, and we're slowly filling up the others. But to be honest, it's too late because if that is a trigger, finishing the dilithium, then you know we've already got the rest lined up. So we've pretty much got the job done at this point.
Standing ready.
Aha! Lactahino. Beautiful, beautiful. Give us a good bottle of gourd Melador and we'll celebrate our victory here today, lads, because I'm pretty sure that the mission is just a matter of time now.
There's no more latinum in this nebula.
I don't care, there's tons of nebulas right next to it. There we are, we've got a few of us lined up. They're doing little fishy dances, woohoo! Particularly the Akiras. Oh, it's lovely. Look at them fly! Look at them swim. Just beautiful. Just beautiful. And at this point, I think it is all done and dusted. Torpedo turrets will take care of that anyway. No problem there, and the latium is trickling up. So,
Alpha Theta 6 has been resupplied, and we can commence building up our assault fleet. Now begins perhaps the greatest offensive in the history of Starfleet.
marvellous. So that is it for mission 2. And, well, yeah. The economic thing there, we've done quite a lot, it turns out. Useless. My ally, absolutely useless. But yeah, actually, it isn't like they're particularly likely to lose at any point. They do slowly get whittled down. And I guess if you don't have fleets there at the end, those ships probably can cause you a lot of damage. So I guess if you just clear out the middle section and then just send the cargo ships with just a few ships, you might have a bit of problems. But you know what? There we go. Yeah, surprisingly tricky at times. Well, not really tricky, but they caught me out. I was a little bit... I slightly underestimated the AI there. Maybe they're taking it a little bit more seriously than I thought. So, well, that'll be it for now. But I'll see you next time on Mission 3, which I can't remember what it currently is. But there we go. We will find out together next time. So, for now, I am Simon Spinton, and I've been playing Star Trek Armada 2. Thank you, and good night. By Jove, it is a marvellous, marvellous day. Spiffing, one would say. Any one for Pims. He has seen the light. He has joined the anarchy. He is cruel and cunning. And you know what? He likes a little drink, and I think that's marvellous. La 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 la, chop your way through the peasants. One shot! No!